It is not that things are difficult, that people do not dare. It's that people do not dare, that things are difficult. That would be Seneca that said that. It's not that things are difficult, that people do not dare. It's that people do not dare, that things are difficult. I think of that little dog today at the first service that was brought in here, been in a cage for 10 years, never been out of the cage. And I could feel that little dog going, I give glory to God, glory to God. Somebody sees me. Somebody knows me. Somebody feels me. Somebody can recognize that it is unnatural for things to be in a cage in any part of your life. It is not natural for any part of your life that you have accepted it to be in a cage. It is the innate self-esteem that is natural for each and every one of us when we allow that nurturing agent to come into our lives, and yet there's the yes that says, I am willing to dare because of this temporary difficult time. You've not seen anything yet because here I come. And now it's really time for me to practice what I've been saying. It's easy to do kumbaya on the beach when you got a raise. It's easy to meet somebody and be in love and keep touching each other's hand like this, like some of you do on Sunday. You know, it's easy to feel all the magic of God and all that, but let the something come that has your name on it. And that's when you look at really daring. I have the good pleasure of having a little girl that's 3 in my life named Miracle. She needs a name like that to get all of our attention, to remind us of the miracles. But I think about of all the things in a way that I have gifted her at her birthday or whatever, the thing she likes the most is a set of keys. And she makes sure, whatever bag she has, that she puts those set of keys in that bag. All children love, you know it, a little set of keys. There is something lying dormant within them that they know for sure that one day they're going to come to a door and those keys are going to unlock what's on the other side. Yes? There's something within them that knows that it's going to fit somewhere. And where we in our humanity feel that stuck place as we keep trying to put that key in that same hole, knowing it doesn't work in the door. And some people get even more bodacious and bring in the locksmith to take the door down. When the key doesn't fit the door, keep looking, because it's not your door to find. You see, you don't want anything in life that doesn't belong to you because it is way too far expensive for you to try to hang on to it. I know, that got you, didn't it? Yeah. Ernest Holmes would say that every person can talk with spirit. But also at the same time, only people recognize spirit according to their own perception. Right? So when things are happening and they're not in the flow, then there's a message coming through there. What is that message? What is wanting to reveal itself? What is still to be said? What is still to be heard? Emmett Fox would call it the golden key. Many of you may have read that book. Very powerful, because he said what you do when you are going through something unique, challenging in your life, could be painful, you golden key it. Yes. And you golden key it, and you say, okay, I have golden keyed this situation. Say it out loud with me. I've golden keyed this situation. And there's something about that you know that you're aligning with all the energetic vibration in the field of the universe, and something very powerful is calling you, and you just feel that, and you're drawing in that energy, and that's your 90%. You see, where we get baffled is where we allow the challenge of the 10% to all consume us 100% wide. You know, and you can see somebody and you meet them at the mall or you see them at the grocery store and they're like, you know, they got all this going on and everything's so wonderful and everything. And then the challenge comes, you know, and you see them next time The physiological self has changed. And how's it going? Oh, it's wonderful. How are you? Oh, it's okay. Is everything okay? It's never been better. Okay. Okay then. So what it is that is a part of the practice. You know, that is a part of the practice, that when that 10%, because we all have that 10%, you see? I'm currently allowing my body to be used for the grief on the planet of people killing each other, people here, and I've been coughing a lot because I'm allowing my lungs to be used for the grief in the world. And I know some of you have been coughing and you've been allowing yourself, thank you for allowing yourself to be used that way. I know that went right over. But anyway, that being said, what it is to focus, clearly focus on, this is not my 90%. This is my 10%. And I am daring. It's difficult, but I am pulling up my bootstraps. I am daring to walk over this, to allow the Spirit to walk through me. When you think of keys of freedom, I think of being in my 30s, and I went the first time to hear Reverend Edwin Gaines. And I remember it just like it was yesterday. And every now and then I call her, I say, thank you for that moment. It changed my life. Because I'd heard a lot of orators, a lot of teachers. I'd read, Creative Thought magazine. That used to be a magazine. I listened to a lot of tapes. If you don't know what that is, bless you. So anyway, but here comes Edwin Gaines, and she comes out on the stage, and she says, my name is Edwin Gaines. And I am a woman of power. My name is Edwin Gaines, and I am a woman of power. When is the last time that you have done that? My name is, and I am a person of power. And that boldness, that changes weather conditions, and that boldness that brings policy to eliminate drama, whatever that is. But we were spellbound, and for some of us, we'd never had anything like that happen to us before, and people were talking, like, who does she think she is? Well, she must be really into herself. Well, apparently she was. And apparently she still is. And apparently more people need to be. To discover the depth of what is into themselves, you see. There's too many people walking around, waiting on their purpose to come and knock them on the head, waiting on the pelican to fall and say, here it is, with a big banner, Your existence is your purpose. Own it. I am now my purpose. Say it with me. I am now my purpose. You don't need to go looking for your purpose. You want to no longer be blinded by the misunderstanding that it means something related to a career or a business card or something else, and there's nothing wrong with that. We all have those. But your purpose is about how you walk through this life and what knocks on your door with the key right in front of you. And it's everywhere around you. It can be a neighbor in need. It can be somebody at the grocery store. It can see somebody needing help with their groceries in their car. That's your purpose. No author in the world is going to write a book that shows us that living in the here and now means in the now. I've been away 2 weeks. What can I tell you? I'm excited. So, it's what's in front of you. It's what's in front of you. It's a little dog in the cage when it's Cat Sunday. It's the situation. It's the kid in the hall. It's the foster child that doesn't have a home. It's the person that just needs your call to say, I got your message this morning. I mean, we weren't even supposed to sing I love you forever today. And I'm in the kitchen yesterday, and all of a sudden I'm jamming. I'm like, I love you forever. I love you forever. And I'm just moving it, I can feel it. And all of a sudden I look on my computer in a few minutes, and on the email, songs changing tomorrow. Right? Right. Somebody else is so in charge of all this stuff, and aren't you glad? Aren't you glad? Because they think of it's so much more. You know, when we're willing to dare. You know, in the 90s, there were the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Whoa, you know. And it was so popular because, wow, to watch teenagers transform into these tremendous Power Rangers, and they used to say, it's morphin' time. You know, it's morphin' time. Well, you know, we have a good laugh about that, or, you know, we might just be feeling we're a little mature for that kind of thing. But it's very interesting because it's from the same word of metamorphosis, of transformation. It's the same word. So it's morphin' time, people. It's time for transformation. It's time for that energetic presence to transform your life and to be willing to do something different than what has occurred in your life before. Because what you keep doing that you've already done, I'm starting to sound 12-steppy, you know, if I keep doing what I keep doing, yeah, all right. Oh, that's right. You were supposed to be anonymous. Sorry. Anyway. Bless you. Like nobody ever knew. Oh, please. Okay, I'm sticking on point. I know my family knew. God bless them. They still bring it up 30 years later. Okay. Where am I? Dare. Carolyn Mace tells a story about a lot of people would talk to her through the years about Sai Baba. And she would say, that's not for me. I don't really get that, and I don't really believe, you know, a person needs to really adore and worship another person. You know, here when we talk about worship, we're talking about a word that means you transform your life by the very nature of your consciousness. We're not talking about, you know, anyway, that's another talk. Come back next Sunday. But that being said, she said that, you know, she had kind of dismissed it. But she found herself a way where very few people knew she was going to be. And she was in Scotland. And she got a health diagnosis. And so she started calling Sai Baba's name. And she said, Sai Baba, I need your help. I really need your help. And she said within 12 hours, she got a package at the door of the vibhuti. Now that's the ash powder that Sai Baba burst out of his hands, did while he was living in it. Still, there's plenty of it in the world. But it was delivered in a package at her door where no one knew where she was going to be. Now it did say in the note from some guy that she didn't even recall meeting, I've been meaning to send this to you, but the mystery is still in its profoundness. How did they know where she was? Because no one knew where she was. And so she said she went on in her life many times, and Sai Baba was there. And so it's like, what level can we dare? Even things we've questioned. What's it going to hurt to dare to step into it? What's it going to risk just to dare? Because, you know, you go to the other side of life and they're going to talk to you still about your opinions. And opinions are real special, you know. They're real special. But they're also about sometimes being in a cage. And they hold us back with our energies of what our opinions are. And as we convince ourselves of the same truth over and over and over again. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. The I am presence is lying dormant in your life, waiting for you to stand and say, I am. My name is, and I am a person of power. You ready to stand? Stand. Say your name. My name is Temple, and I am a person of power. Say it again. My name is Temple, and I am a person of power. One more time. My name is Temple, and I am a person of power. Do you feel different? It's because you are stepping into your daring reality. God bless you. You got the keys. Use them. Thank you. Thank you.